Heaven is waiting on your yes, not your perfection, not your performance, just your obedience. So I remember years ago, I was busy, living life. I just left work. I'd resigned from where I was working. And my desire was just to get into business because I had been in ministry and I was just really burnt out. So I wanted to get into business. I wanted to get into training and I had a plan. And I remember as I was doing Bible school, which was also an instruction from God, the Lord began to show me a vision of a great assignment that I needed to take up. And honestly, the more he showed me, the more unqualified I was. I was like, who am I to lead women? Who am I to tell women that they are supposed to rise up and lead and influence? I was back in my parents' house because I didn't have money. I was struggling mentally. I was broke and I just felt really, and I remember that time, I can remember it like yesterday. It was 2016 and it was a time of prayer. The Lord had already given me a vision of Wired, but he brought it back and it was a moment of prayer in the class. And I literally had that voice say, will you say yes? And I was like, I had all those sorts of, what are they called? Thoughts in my head. What if I fail? What if God asked me to do? Because before I said yes, I hadn't seen the picture. I hadn't seen the vision. And so I'd reached a point of surrender. So I remember I just said yes. And what happened later on was just the Lord just downloaded a lot about Wired and what to do and how he wanted me to go about it. And of course, I battled for a while with thoughts of I'm not good enough. What if it doesn't work? Who am I to be able to pursue this? But little did I know, God just wanted my yes. Because right after, I remember an opportunity showed up for a training and I didn't go looking for. And by the time I registered the organization in 2017 and we started our first program, as I said, I didn't have money in the bank, I didn't have an investment, but I remember God would send people. I remember my pastors even sponsoring 2 people. I remember the Lord leading me to YWCA. They became a partner. I was able to have a training room for a whole year, guys. I just saw doors open. And I can tell you, God has been directing me step by step since then. Does it mean it's easy when you say yes and you're in your calling? No. But I have learned, sometimes I forget, sometimes I think it's about my performance, sometimes I think it's about me being perfect, and I forget, but the Lord, in a very gracious way, nudgingly way, keeps saying it's your business.